What's up guys, Kizzle here and welcome back to another episode of this Crystal Palace FIFA 16 career mode. Now, in the last episode you see we ended in 5th place after victory at Goodison Park and a 0-0 draw against Southampton. So hopefully we can look to get back to winning ways, but first, contract issues. Breda Hangeland, Damien Delaney and Patrick McCarthy, their contracts are all up at the end of the season. None of them are key first team players. Obviously Damien Delaney does make the bench most weeks, but whether we're going to renew any of them contracts, I'm not so sure. Probably not is the answer. And Joel Ward, in case you didn't see the email, is now back from his injury. Obviously still not back to full fitness, but back available for selection, which is good news, as we face a trip to the Britannia Stadium to face Stoke City. You can see Diouf and Crouch both starting up front in a 4-4-2 formation. They've got Arnautovic, Odemwingie, a couple of other players as well, and obviously very, very strong defensively with Jack Butland in the sticks. But here's our side. You can see Connor Wickham getting the chance to impress. He's going to start this one up front. Jason Puncheon playing behind him. Wilfried Zaha and Balassi on the wings as usual. Other than that, the team doesn't tend to change that much. And the first effort we have on goal comes just inside the first quarter of an hour. Very optimistic free kick from Yohan Cabaye. Was 38 yards out. Very little chance of him scoring from there, but we thought we'd have a go, and it went just wide of the mark. But Stoke have a decent effort. It's Diouf showing fantastic acrobatic technique there to get so much power on the strike, but luckily for us it was straight at McCarthy who makes the save. And before the half-hour mark we had another attack. Connor Wickham going down the channel, cutting inside nicely. He's going to get the chance to lay the ball off to the edge of the box to Wilfried Zaha, who finessed the shot, was heading into the corner, but Butland manages to save it and hold the shot as well. So no chance of any rebounds, but we kept up the pressure. You can see Yannick Balassi feeding Jason Puncheon here, hits the first time left-footed strike, which goes just wide of the mark. Not the best ever efforts, didn't really cause Butland any problems. But again, we come forward, Cabaye chipping the ball over the top to Zaha, and that was just such an inviting ball. He had to hit that first time on the volley. Didn't connect it as well as he would have hoped. Well, didn't connect with it as well as he would have hoped for, and didn't get that much power on there. But just before half time, Stoke are going to have one final effort to see if the deadlock can be broken, and Steve Sidwell makes an absolute mess of it, and it goes harmlessly over the crossbar. So quite an even, entertaining first half. The half-time whistle has just gone. It finished 0-0. We haven't been too much of a threat in terms of getting behind the defence, so we decided to make a change. Joe Ledley come on for Jason Puncheon, and we decided to go to a 4-3-3 formation, hoping that more strikers would mean more runs into the channels and ultimately more chances. But it was Stoke who had the brightest start to the second half. Arnautovic skipping through, forcing a good save from McCarthy from close range. And then we had an attack up the other end ourselves. You can see here going down the channel, we lay the ball back to McArthur. It sits up nicely for him. He hits the shot, but Butland manages to save, and the ball is cleared away. But it continued with this end-to-end theme. It was a very, very even game. Stoke come forward here. It's Diouf with the best chance that they've had. Unfortunately, he couldn't get the effort on target, and it goes wide of the far post as he struck it across goal. But Stoke continued to come forward. Just about 15 minutes remaining now. Score is still 0-0, of course. Arnautovic whips the ball in back stick, and then McCarthy pulls off an unbelievable reaction save to deny Peter Crouch. What a save that is, somehow managing to divert the ball over his own crossbar. Then it was our turn to attack, of course. We've 12 minutes left now. Joe Ledley picking up the ball in midfield. Joe Ledley's been decent when he's played for us, to be fair. The ball is flicked on by Balassi to Berahino. Surely a chance. Not the man that you want the chances like that to fall for. He's not in goal-scoring form at all. Still awaiting his first goal, actually, for Palace since his move from West Brom. And it was a poor finish. He tried to finesse it across goal. Not enough power on it at all. And Butland actually managed to catch the ball. It's quite insulting, really. But it finished 0-0. Not the worst result away at Stoke, but again, we've had a lot of draws this season. It's something we're looking to put a stop to, because obviously you drop 2 points each time. Without the draws, if we could start turning them into wins, we would definitely be pushing on the door for a Champions League place. But now we face a trip to the Vitality Stadium to take on Bournemouth. Callum Wilson, obviously the main threat as far as they're concerned. You've got Josh King as well. Matt Ritchie, who scored an absolute banger in real life the other week. He's going to be starting as well. And then Jamie Vardy, as you can see, coming back into the starting 11, leading the line up front. You've got Sacco going wide left. Hopefully that he can put in a decent performance, because he hasn't been amazing this year at all. We were expecting big things from him, but he rarely makes it in the side these days. But we had a bright start. Jamie Vardy going down the channel as he loves to do. He's brought down illegally, of course. It's a free kick. Daily Sincraven is the man we decide to take it. With his left foot, whips it in, trying to cause Boruc some problems, but no can do. It's a very comfortable save. But we continue to press. Wilfried Zaha feeding the ball down the channel again to Jamie Vardy, who skips inside his man. Not that much support. The run that he did have was straying into an offside position, and then Sinkraven with the follow-up just didn't get enough on it really. A bit more power. If he'd have directed that away from the goalkeeper, then surely we would have gone 1-0 up. But Vardy again involved in the next attack. He picked out Sacco, and this time it is a good save from Boric. Sacco done everything right, hitting the target. May have been better just lifting it over the keeper, but no can do. And a penalty claim there right on the stroke of half-time for Bournemouth. Josh King it was getting into the box. It looked to be a decent tackle, and the referee did wave away the protest, coming to the right decision. Into the second half we go now though. Wilfried Zaha skipping past 3 men before hitting a fierce right-footed shot which cannons back off the post. How close can we come to scoring without actually finding the breakthrough? But we do nick possession shortly after. It's James McArthur. His hard work feeds Jamie Vardy. Decides to cut past the defender on his right foot and just places the ball into the bottom corner. This time Boric can do nothing about it, and a cocky celebration from Jamie Vardy. But he's propping up with a few goals lately, which is good to see. And don't forget, he did only cost 1.3 million, so no pressure on him to deliver at all. But playing as a lone striker, it's a difficult job, but he seems to do it well, works hard, creates chances for himself, and thankfully for us, he managed to take this opportunity. But Bournemouth straight up the other end. It's a shot that's deflected from Tomlin. McCarthy, don't know what he's doing there. Bournemouth find themselves back on level terms almost immediately. McCarthy seemed to take ages and ages just to react to that shot. It was creeping in the bottom corner, but you're thinking, just dive on it, mate. But he lets it get right to the goal line before kind of batting it out. I don't even know how you'd describe that, but puts it straight to Harriato, who puts the ball, the rebound, into the back of the net. So that forces us into a triple change. Berahino coming on, Balassi, lots of players with pace, hoping that we can get back in front, because the last thing we need is another draw. And Berahino's involved immediately, picking up the ball, direct, running at the defence, which is good to see. He's brought down and the defender is quite rightly booked. 38 yards out, it's a chance for Cabaye to show off his set-piece taking ability. You saw he has an effort from distance in the last game, which just trickled wide of the mark. Hopefully this time he can at least cause the keeper some problems, which he does. That ball was heading top corner and Boric makes the save. And we move into stoppage time now, so we know this will be the last opportunity. It's Vardy looking to get away, but a superb challenge from the experienced Distan. And the full-time whistle goes, ending the game at 1-1. It's another draw, another 2 points dropped, which we were disappointed with, and it seems that we've fallen back into our old habit of not being able to hold a lead. But after that game, several players come to us. The fixture congestion is getting to some of them. Cabaye, probably our best performer so far this season, not feeling up to play and wants some rest. Breda Hangeland is saying that he wants to play more, but at the moment we're defending quite well. It just cannot happen. And Martin Kelly says, thank you very much, boss, for all the game time that I'm getting. So a few positives, a few negatives, but I decided not to have a look at the league table in full. Well, basically I forgot to have a look at the league table in full at the end of this episode. So you can see it on the right hand side there. We are down in 6th place, 2 points off 5th and 4th, so still well within a chance of getting a European spot this season. Of course, we have got the January transfer window coming up after this Swansea game, so hopefully we can boost the squad a little bit and really push on. But that's going to bring the episode to a close, guys. Hit like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you again next time.
Aston Villa 1, West Ham United.